DKP and girl EG. We live in the place to be. From Snowbiz to Showbiz. Slip up here, we most likely talk about your biz. You heard me? That's what the word be. We bout that. One talk. DKP out. One, you do it. Please niggas, do not subscribe to YouTube. Put your lights on. Let's go. You wanna talk about it? You wanna talk about it? Let's talk about it. I see you walking, y'all. Let's go. Staff out. All one check. DKP and girl EG. We live in the place to be. From Snowbiz to Showbiz. Slip up here, we most likely talk about your biz. You heard me? That's what the word be. We bout that. Wanna talk about something different than we reroute that. You wanna talk about it? Then let's talk about it. You wanna talk about it? Then let's talk about it. Hey, all about speaking the truth. That's just give us your opinion. We distinguish the truth. You wanna talk about it? Let's talk about it. If it's sloppy, then we in your biz. It's most likely we talk about your shit. You wanna talk about it? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All that Hollywood BS, we don't stunt. We gon' put your ass right on front. Let's talk about it. 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 Let's talk about
it.
Nah, because that's not my name.
That's what I see.
My name is Mama Kim. You got it all fucked up.
Oh shit.
Mama Kim.
Mama Kim.
I don't want to act out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin Powell, welcome to Harlem Variety Show. I got my boy Soca Artist with me. I Spy, Strong Hands, my boy AOB, and I got a very, 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 very special guest. We're gonna get into her right now. La Pana.
La Pana.
La Pana. See, I was trying to get it right. I was saying in my head, but I got so much stuff going on. Anyway, I'd like to introduce La Pana. You are no, let me ask, what kind of artist do you consider? We're gonna get right into it.
All right.
What kind of artist do you consider yourself as?
Right now, I'm dabbling into the soca genre.
Soca.
You know, I've done gospel, I've done R&B, I've done hip hop, but right now, I want to dabble into the soca genre.
Yeah. So you got this the new single, "Sinking on Your Back," right?
Sinking your back.
Sinking your back, right?
Yes.
So you were born in Panama, right?
I was born and raised in Panama. Mm-hmm.
And your family from Barbados.
Barbados and Jamaica. Yes.
That combination, I know the Caribbean.
Well, my family ended up in Panama because they went down there for the building of the canal, of course. Okay. And so that's how we settled in Panama, because my grandfather's family moved there because they were one of the founders of building the Panama Canal. So
that's very interesting.
Yes.
See, that wasn't in there.
I know. My family history runs really deep in Panama. My uncle Earl, he is one of the first black pilots to ever navigate a ship through the Panama Canal. Yes. And he's from Barbados.
Black excellence.
Yes, he is the first black pilot. And in 2015, he navigated the ship through at the age of 97. No help from anyone. Even though the canal have new systems, you know, he retired back in the early 90s. So to see him still able to navigate that ship through, he was honored by President Obama. Obama was there yes. He was honored by President Obama. So the history is rich with my family.
Had to give you a little shout on that.
Yeah.
You know right now.
I joined the Army at the age of 21.
What made you do that?
Well, I left Panama at the age of 18, and then when I came to the States, I was getting in trouble. You know, getting in a lot of trouble.
Was a bad girl.
I was a bad girl. I gravitated towards trouble. So, you know, I decided, you know, after having my son, I said, you know what? Let me do something with my life. So the Army was not my first choice. The Marines was my first choice. But I didn't want to give up custody, so I decided to go to the Army.
Okay.
So I did 10 years in the Army. I came out as a sergeant. So
That's dope.
yeah, that's a bigger, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, that's. Ooh.
Yes.
Kinda sexy.
Jumped out of airplanes for a living. So all that, yeah. I was airborne.
Damn. Tell me what was that experience like? I mean, you didn't fight in any wars? Did you fight in any wars?
I went to Afghanistan, but you know that was brief. That was tough. You know, we lost a lot of brothers and sisters unnecessarily. We fought a war that we probably shouldn't have went over there to fight anyways. And a lot of brothers and sisters lost their lives. So
I had a lady friend, and like she went out, and she just didn't come back the same.
You will never be the same.
And you know, it's just she was just I was saying, you could talk to me. She says it's just certain things
You can't.
I just can't explain to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like things that you've seen, and I was just like, she was just like so deep, and she wasn't even a deep person
Exactly.
when she left. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
exactly.
it's like, you know, like I got a couple of people like my cousin went to the Navy. You know what I'm saying? A friend of mine went to the Navy as well. You know what I'm saying? But like the people that I hear that get the Army and the Marines, like they see the.
You see the
see
dirty,
all
the down and dirty. And in my case, I was always placed in all male units. So I've always been on the front line with the guys.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a Ranger training battalion. So I was out there with those Rangers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they wasn't cutting me no slack. If I have to put 100-pound ruck on my back, guess what? You doing it too. So I was doing everything they did.
Okay.
It was hard at first because it was a lot of discrimination.
Of course, yeah.
Black female, you know, wearing a black beret, and they're looking at me like, who is she? What is she doing here? You know, so I experienced the sexual abuse from these guys, the mental, the verbal, and then when it got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm not taking this. I'm from the streets. I'm not letting these white boys punk me out like this. I when I started doing back to them what they were doing to me, then it was like, oh, she can take it. So then they embraced me and they began to train me.
Okay.
So when I went to other duty stations, I was prepared for what was to come. And till this day, I'm still friends with a lot of those guys. A lot of them have apologized for the way they treated me. And it was just an experience that I will never, ever, ever forget.
I bet.
Never forget it.
So what was like your specialty? I don't know if I'm saying it
I
right.
was actually a mechanic.
Really?
I was a mechanic. I worked on light wheel vehicles, which is the Humvees, the Deuce and a Halves, the LMTVs, the big trucks. But there were times when I also had to work on the Abrams, you know, the tankers and stuff like that. So I had a variety of vehicles in my motor pool, so I was well versed. Yes, these nails, don't let them fool you. I can tear apart an engine and put it back together.
Talking about. Yes. All right, let's get back to the music. We didn't even get to the music part yet. It got me on singling. Anyway, so you say you wrote gospel, you write gospel music. You write music in Spanish.
I do.
That is dope.
I do. Initially, that's how it started. Moto came out with the Old Ting Rhythm.
Yes.
And when I heard it, I was like, oh man, 2019 is going to be bad carnival, you know. So when I heard that, I started writing to it. And my girlfriend, Janet, rest in peace, she said, you should do it in Spanish. So I started writing a song in Spanish, and she was like, oh my God, that's it. And from there, I was just motivated. So then I hit Moto up, and I said, hey, I need to get on this rhythm. And he was like, well, the rhythm is closed. You know, they only let a certain amount of artists get on the rhythm. So then he was like, well, if I let you get on, I'm going to have to charge you a certain amount, and I wasn't with. So I was like, okay, next time, you know. So from... You know how that goes. And then from there, I was just motivated to continue to write. I found other producers that was able to give me rhythms, and I just went from there.
That is awesome. That's
Yeah.
dope. I mean, um, how would you describe your exact sound as far as with the soul?
I think my sound is very unique in comparison to the Patrice Roberts, the Destra Garcia, the Nessa Preppy. I think my sound is very different because I don't only sing soca. I come from. If you listen to some of my music, you will hear, the pronunciation of the words. I pronounce my words a little different. My accent is, of course, not Trinidadian. It's not St. Lucian. It's not Bayesian. It's a mixture of it all. And that's where I think my uniqueness comes in.
Now, I say, the industry has changed a lot.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you could change one thing about the industry on how it is today, what would it be?
I would change the recognition of the Caribbean people that they have contributed to the music. The drums didn't come from the Led Zeppelins and the Bon Jovis. It didn't come from them. It came from us. We started that, So I would change the fact that right now soca does not have a genre. They recognize reggae, they recognize dance hall, they recognize calypso somewhat, but soca does not have a genre of its own. And I think with some of the artists that's already established, I don't know if they know how to establish that genre. Go to the higher ups.
But when it comes, I think when it comes to soca music, it's a happy music. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? And if you're not from there, you don't really pay attention to the music. It's the words that's being said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people more pay attention to just the rhythm.
The rhythm, yes.
And so you can wind up it.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know
Everything
what
is
I'm
about the wind up. But, if you listen to soca is a storytelling.
Yes,
It's telling a story.
Definitely.
Whether it's telling the girl to wind up on the man or the man to wind up on the girl, it's a story that's being told.
Yes.
And the how can I say it? The real world is not ready to hear our storytelling. They might hear the beat and say, "Oh, okay, that's nice," but they're not listening to the story that's being told. Especially like Grenadians, they tell a deep story in their songs. They talk about job job. People don't know what job job is, but if you listen to it, you'll be like, "Oh wow, they're talking about their ancestors, their slavery days. They're talking about all of that, how they came out of it, how they want people to know." So I just think that we need a bigger platform. Whitney Houston, I studied her. I studied her vocals. I studied her highs, her lows, her octaves, all of that. And when I tell you I can duplicate a song of hers, I can duplicate her song. I was studying Mariah Carey, but I can't get that high. I'll stay in my lane when it comes to Mariah Carey.
She got it.
Yeah.
Who would you love to do a collaboration with?
In soca or just
Anywhere.
anywhere?
Anywhere.
I would like to do a collaboration with Kim Burrell.
Okay.
Gospel.
Okay.
Gospel. Yeah. I would like to she has such a powerful voice. She's anointed and also Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could see myself bouncing back and forth with Fantasia.
Fantasia kind of she needs some help right now. She
Yeah.
she need a hit right now.
Yeah, but when it comes to the soca, I would definitely like to collaborate with. My thought process was doing a ladies anthem, if you will. So all the women in soca come together and do a collab together. You know?
You need to get on that.
Yeah.
You need to get on that. That would be dope.
That would be dope. Yeah.
That'd be super dope, man. Come on. What is your creative process? Like, what do you do to write a song or?
I just look at social media. Social media, you know, that a lot of my thought process goes into that. But sometimes I go to the beach. I have a vivid imagination, always have since I was a little girl. So I go to the beach and I just make a movie in my mind, and then I write it. I live in Miami. So, you know, the creativity. Yeah. So the creativity comes easy, and I'm a creative writer anyways. In English, that's what I like to do, creative writing. So I just use my imagination to do all of that.
How do you feel about the internet and how it's impacted like music now? Like people, you basically have to move through the internet now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's positive. It's a positive move because back in the day, you know, when it was the Motown era, you know, when you was with RCA Records and all them, you had to wait for them to put your music out. Now you don't have to do that. Okay. You just upload your music on YouTube, and guess what? Hey, world, you know. So I think it's a positive thing.
So what advice would you give for someone who's like trying to get their feet out, you know what I'm saying, above the ground and trying to get off? What advice would you give to them?
I would say network. Networking is very important, and networking with the right people, not falling for the okie doke. You know, networking with the right people and just being strong. Know what you want and go for it. Go after it. Don't wait for somebody to hand it to you. Yeah. Because I had no idea how I was going to start all this. So I just, you know, put it on Facebook, and, you know, I'm looking for producers. I'm looking for DJs. And all of a sudden, it started coming. What you trying to do? What's this? What's that? And before you know it, I had producers sending me rhythms. You know, I had people saying, hey, you can come record in my studio down in Miami. So you just have to, you know what you want and go after it.
Okay. You got any shows coming up? Or
I do. February 22nd, there's a artist showcase. And it's headlined by Benzino and OG Hoodrich and Mike Boss.
No neck Zeno?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes, so it's basically an artist showcase, and it's with artists that's trying to get into the industry. And I think the top prize is like $5,000, and you get a record deal. So I'm very confident about it. I had a show before down in Miami, live in Miami. Everybody did hip hop. No one was expecting soca. So when I got on stage, and it was during Carnival, so when I got on stage and presented my songs, it was like tore the house down. So I'm expecting the same reaction when I go to this review in Atlanta.
So do you do R&B? Like, do you do R&B? Do you do
I
hip-hop?
haven't done it, but like recently, but I can. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's versatile. I see.
Very.
You do everything. That's why I asked. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Gospel would be like my first go-to. I think because I love God so much, you know, and when I sing it, you can feel it. You know, same with soca. I mean, it's my culture. So I'm gonna talk about my culture. I want my people to embrace the culture even more. So I put a lot of passion into it, you know. But the gospel would be definitely my go-to if I had to make a choice.
Okay. Oh, see, that kind of answered my question. I was going to ask you, where do you see your music going? Like, what do you want people to see your music? Am I saying it the right way? I think I am. Yeah, I guess, what would you see your image as? Yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard to say that what image, because now sex sells. You know what I'm saying? Sex sells, hands down. No matter what you do, you gotta show a little shoulder here or thigh there. So sex sells, but I don't want to come out and just, you know, say that sex is all I'm, you know,
No,
that
not at all.
that's not the image I want to portray.
Yeah.
I want you to hear my music and enjoy the music that you're hearing, you know, and then once you hear the voice and see the person, then you're like, oh, okay, she's marketable, she got it.
I'm trying to see if I can. I'm trying to see if we can get a little something in a little bit, just a little something. Well, I ain't got no tip money, you know.
Well, the song says, sink in your back and wine.
There it is. Oh, I can do the wine.
Yeah.
Thing. I can do the wine part. But yeah. Where do you see music from, like 10 years from now? Where do you see it from going?
10 years from now. Can I get through this first here?
Right?
No, but 10 years from now, I would expect to have had a footprint in the industry.
Okay.
You know, whether it's just in the Caribbean culture or outside. But as far as soca, I think I could see it going bigger than, you know, than most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 soca artists.
Top 5?
Yes. Now, see, the thing is, I don't know all of them.
Oh, you don't?
I don't know all of them.
Okay, well, let me teach you.
Yes, yeah.
My number 1, the Red Man Association, Kes.
All right.
I love Kes. Then, of course, Marshall.
Okay.
He is the king of soca.
Yes.
So, Kes, Marshall, I would say Bungie Garland. He doesn't get a lot of credit.
I don't know who
Skinny Fabulous.
I don't know who that is. I'm not going to
You don't know Skinny Fabulous?
I might have heard their song and don't
Okay.
know who they are. I'm not going to say a lot like, yes, yes, we know him. Long time we know him. My brethren not.
And then I have,
Long time.
yeah, Destra Garcia, as far as the females. She's been in the game a long time.
Okay.
With her and Allison Hines.
Allison Hines, that rings a bell.
Oh, roll it now, roll it now. Oh, control it, y'all, roll it, y'all. Yeah, that's Allison Hines. So, you know, she's like the queen of soca. You know, she's a pioneer. She definitely is a trendsetter when it comes to, you know, the soca music. So
That was your 5? That was your 5?
I think I did more than 5.
Okay, I think you did.
I did.
You did.
Exactly.
I said I was born here. Kevin.
Yes, he
I'm
was
sorry.
born here.
I was
Them don't
born
send
here. I'm
Kevin
sorry.
back home.
I'm the Jamaican. That's what they call me. They call me when I go home. They call me far, but it's not home. When I go to Jamaica, they call me foreigner.
Foreigner.
What happened, foreigner?
You come from a foreign.
What happened, foreigner? Give me $2.
Yeah. You can't give me $2.
Damn. They all want your money. They swear you rich.
What?
Just because you in America, they just swear you got all the money in the world. Yeah, man, a rich man. Shit, you come over here
Little
and
do
get my
they
job.
know.
You gonna be broke just like me. Anyway, pleasure having you here with us. We got a couple more things I wanted to ask you about, but with the soca music, right? You were saying how it's hard for people to acknowledge where it's going. What, aside from you saying doing the thing, what are things you think people need to do to make soca more known or knowledgeable?
To make it go more mainstream?
Mainstream, there you
Well,
go.
what I've seen this year with the 2020 releases from Marshall and a couple other artists, they're starting to, instead of using the Caribbean girls in their videos, they're starting to use the European girls. So once you get the European girls in your video, guess what? It's gonna take off because now people like, wait, what is this they're dancing to? What is this? Oh my God, what are they doing? And then they're gonna start paying attention, and guess what? Now everybody gonna be doing it. But soca is already in Europe. It's in Germany. It's big in Germany, big in the UK. You know what I mean? But for some reason, you know, the music industry here is not pushing it like they should. So
Yeah, like I always say, we kind of sedated over here, man, with the lean, and you've been talking about the whole thing with Juice World.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just they said he accidentally died from codeine and oxycodone, and I don't know, like, how do you accidentally die when you take these
Either
things?
you took it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm sorry for the loss of your family,
Right.
but at the same time, you're taking these drugs that are killing your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, also shout out to AOB Sinatra. Tell me a little bit about how you met up with him, and how y'all met up, how y'all got together.
Facebook. Facebook. Look, my page used to be my page was like locked down. Fort Knox. You couldn't even see my picture.
Why?
Because I was just a private person.
Okay.
You know. If I had maybe 200 people on my friends list, and they were people I actually knew.
Got you.
I have now almost 5,000. I don't know who the hell these people is, where them come from. So when I see him, he hit me up, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me see what he about. We start communicating back and forth, and he was like, I do this, X, Y, Z. So I was like, all right, let me try him out. And here we are.
Here we are. On the Harlem Variety Show. You
Exactly, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have known anything about this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shout out to T.
I don't know. Did we even get a chance to talk about your friend?
We have not.
No. So I know you said that.
I skimmed over it a little bit.
Your friend kind of got you into the song.
Yes.
Into writing your music.
Yes. Okay. Well, Janet, I've known Janet for 26 years. We was in the military together. Yeah. So she's more than just a friend. That's my sister. That's my battle buddy. We've cried together. We've laughed together. We've done it all, And last May, she was on her way to work, and she's a helper. She liked to help people. And I would always tell her, Janet, don't get out your car. Stay in your car. These people got in an accident. She was a medic, so it was natural for her to do these things. People, yeah. And she lived in Atlanta. She was on her way to work. Got off the highway on 85. 85 is pitch black. She was wearing dark clothing. She got out to help the people. A car came, hit her, didn't see her, pinned her on the guardrail, killed her.
Oh, man.
Killed her. And the sad thing about that, I've been carrying this for a long time since it happened. I can't shake it. I missed her phone call. I called her back 5 minutes later. It wasn't even 5 minutes, and she didn't answer. So between that time, her calling me, and I'm missing her phone call, she got out the car. So in my mind, I'm assuming that she called to say, hey, do you think I should help them? And because I didn't answer to talk her out of it, she went and did it. So, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. But at the same time, she was trying to help somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's that. And tell us a little bit about how she inspired you to do the music.
She is a singer. She was a singer. I always talk to her, but she was a singer as well. Beautiful voice, beautiful, beautiful voice. And we used to play around when we were deployed and we're in the field. We'll get our little groups and sing just to keep us motivated because we're away from family. We're all we got. So we would sing and everything. And like I said, when this carnival season, by the way, we did every carnival. We carnival hopped all over the place. So we carnival hoppers. So when 2019 came, she was like, yo, it's a lot of good songs. I said, yeah, listen to this rhythm. So I played her the moto rhythm, and I started singing it to her in Spanish. She was like, you got to get in contact with him. So that was my inspiration.
Gotcha.
I started writing more, and then she said, did you get in contact with him? And I said, yeah, but this is a deal. And she was like, don't worry about it. You got other producers out there other than him. When it's time for y'all to work together, it'll come. So she just kept me motivated. And the more I wrote, the more she inspired me. Then when she died, I put the pen and paper down for a long time. I didn't want to do no music. I didn't want to do anything. I fell into a depression. And one of the producers called me up and said, yo, don't you have some songs you need to record? And I said, yeah, but I don't feel like it. He said, nah, come record these songs. So he knew the story. So I went in the studio, I'm singing, and he was like, you're not this soca? What is this? This soca or you singing for a procession for a funeral? So I don't know. Something came over me. I was recording Sinking Your Back, and I could see her. I could hear her. She was dancing, and I just knocked that song out 30 minutes. The song was done. Wow. Yeah, and it was like he said, I don't know what you saw or what you had going on, but whatever that was, keep that energy. So that night, we knocked out, I think, 4 songs. 4 songs. Some of them I didn't even write. I just sang off the top of my head. Yeah.
So when you're not writing music, performing, and doing those things, what do you do just to chill? What do you do?
Just to chill,
Or what do you do for fun? Let me say that.
well, I like to ride my motorcycle.
Okay.
I got a motorcycle.
What kind of motorcycle you got?
A Harley.
Shit.
Yep. I like the wind. Yep. A Harley. Or I go to the gun range. Okay. I let loose.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring it to New York, though.
I know.
But, yeah, I like to go to the gun range.
No, you got a couple of guns.
Yes, I do. My favorite is the Bushmaster. Yes. But, sleep. I like to sleep. But you'll always find me in the gym. I love to work out. Yeah. You know,
you
so
a gym rat?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Right.
Again, I had stopped when Janet passed away. I just lost motivation to do a lot of things. Things that I would normally do, I stopped doing. I'm just now really starting to get back into it. You know, I had put down the pen and pad for a while. I didn't feel like writing. When I did write, it wasn't songs. I was writing my feelings. And then I heard her say, take this word out, replace it with this one. Take this word out, replace it with this one. And it became a song, which is one of the songs that I'll be releasing soon.
So where can we find your music?
You can find my music on every major outlet from Tidal, SoundCloud, what's the other ones? Spotify, Napster. It's all over.
Platforms.
All platforms.
And of course
And
on
on
Star
Star
Quality TV.
Yep. Shout out to Julian's promo because he is the one that released the Sinking Your Back on his platform, on his YouTube channel, which he's big. He's the promoter for all Caribbean music. So shout out to Julian's promo for, yeah.
Pana doing any gospel songs anytime soon? Or you on the soca right now? It's just
Right now I'm more on the soca,
Okay.
but I'm always writing gospel. I'm always writing.
Yeah.
I just haven't, pushed it. So, yeah. Whatever I have been writing, they're not really for me to sing yet, because I'm building a testimony.
You've written for a couple people?
I have, but non-disclosure. So,
Okay.
yeah, but I have.
That's hey.
Yep.
That means cha-ching. That's what that means.
Yeah,
Cha-ching.
I have.
That's great. Like I said, it was a pleasure having you here with us.
I love
what I'm
it.
saying?
Thank you for having me.
I mean, hey, I could keep you here for another hour. if you
I can
like.
talk forever
You know
now.
what I'm saying? Like, we was talking about, like I said, we was talking about a couple of things. What you were showing me, man. I don't know what you were showing me. Oh, yeah, we're gonna play a song. I know. Just gonna say.
He's trying to get to the music.
Okay, well, we could play your song. That's what we can do. We can play your song. You know what I'm saying? So you can lead us into that.
You want me to lead you into?
Because we're gonna take a picture.
All right. So this song is my first single. It's called "Sinking Your Back," and it's all about the ladies just winding up on the man, them making sure them can handle it.
Yes.
So "Sinking Your Back," let's go.
Let's go. Oh, we here. I thought you had.
Tiny MG. We in the building. I'm just a uptown nigga that be on the grind. I don't be worried about bitches cause I ain't got no time. I'd rather count up this chicken than kiss a bitch behind. And I ain't lying, I'm dead ass, I gotta get mine. I'm just a uptown nigga that be on the grind. I don't be worried about bitches cause I ain't got no time. I'd rather count up this chicken than kiss a bitch behind. And I ain't lying, I'm dead ass, I gotta get mine. To the top of the ladder, me and my niggas climb. Free to God, thinking about how we was on the 9. Niggas don't make you no profit, that's why we all had dimes. We so Slovy used to link and talk about our problems. Slovy said, boss, you killing all the instrumentals. I stepped it up, I got my bars sounding like a riddle. But you not, you still cold like a fucking igloo. And if you feeling froggy, homie, you can meet the pistol. These niggas know what I smoke, stinky at the door. Where was you when I was out here trapping in the cold? If you ain't know, now you know. Bitches one I know. One more move, you want the news, we run up with a scope. I'm just a uptown nigga that be on the grind. I don't be worried about bitches cause I ain't got no time. I'd rather count up this chicken than kiss a bitch behind. And I ain't lying, I'm dead ass, I gotta get mine. I'm just a uptown nigga that be on the grind. I don't be worried about bitches cause I ain't got no time. I'd rather count up this chicken than kiss a bitch behind. And I ain't lying, I'm dead ass, I gotta get mine.
Wake up, gotta get my paper right. Get into the money all day and night. You can look at me, see I'm doing right. And your bitch on me, she gonna take the pipe. She gonna ride the dick, she gonna suck it right. She a wife for you, but gonna eat tonight. Yeah, me and bro been hit it twice. She a good body, but can't be no wife. 22, got my first grill. Only 21, got my first chain. Got my heart broken on a Sunday. Since that day, ain't been the same. Now look how I'm flowing, no joking. She see that I'm going, I'm focused. You know you the reason I wrote this. That's why I'ma call it little hoe bitch. Damn near fucked up. My focus, I said fucked up. My focus, I came back round like 8 man when this time who choking. You can blow the grip, you can suck my dick. Who gives a fuck? How you feeling, bitch? Made a wrong move, cause you slipping quick. Yeah, I seen the lies, can't trust the bitch, whoa. You said that I've been on your mind, whoa. Girl, you been wasting my time, whoa. Why you been all on my line, whoa? Talking like you really trying. Came back to you on some new shit. Stunting on them, feeling stupid. I'm lit, the whole crew lit. Let's kill these niggas with some new shit. Gang, gang.
Check. Yeah, y'all. We back here, y'all. We back. Harlem Variety Show. What happened? Y'all, everything good? Oh, all right. Cool. Just making sure. We back here, y'all. Harlem Variety Show. In the mix. You know what I'm saying? Got La Pana. And I never really asked you, but I'm assuming. Oh. I know. It's all right. I know I threw you right in the mix. Y'all was already talking. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. I never asked you about your name and how you came up with the name.
Well, it's La Pana is short for Lady Panama.
Lady Panama.
Yeah, Lady Panama, and I just felt La Pana is more catchy.
Can I call you Lady Panama?
Sure.
I like that.
Yep, that's it. It's just short for Lady Panama.
What made you come up with that? Just
representing where I'm from. I'm from Panama, so there's no female artist in the game right now. So as far as doing soca on mainstream in the Caribbean, so I was like, why not? Let me represent my country. We always front and center behind the trucks anyways, waving our flag, so now I'm gonna give them a reason to wave the flags. So yeah.
So you really into the reggae, right?
I am.
Right. So
I am.
I asked you for the soca, right? So now I'm asking you for about the reggae artists.
Okay.
Yeah. Who would you consider your top 5?
Of course, the legend, Bob Marley. Right. I don't care how old his songs are. I still play them. I still sing them. After Bob, I would say Buju Banton. Right. Yes. Yeah, Buju, Spice, Shensia. Okay. Vibes Cartel, of course. Beanie Man. Okay. So it's a couple Jamaican artists out there. Yeah, Ninja Man, yes. Ninja Man, Flogan, Red Dragon, all those old school from the 90s, yeah. Yeah. Right, Lady Saul, I can't forget the Queen. The dance hall
About
queen.
women, the ladies.
Yeah, Lady Saw,
Mm-hmm.
Spice, Shensia.
Okay,
Yeah, to name a few.
that's crazy.
Back in the day, it was Shelly Thunder.
Shelly Thunder was.
My name is
what?
Thunder
What?
Shelly,
Yo.
and I live in a New York City.
Word. She was killing
Yes,
it. That's what I'm
sir.
like. That's what bugs me
Yeah.
out about like you don't really see that now. You know
Not
what I'm
anymore.
saying?
Yeah.
And those artists, I like this new girl,
Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee
Oh,
is fire.
Coffee. Yo,
Coffee
I
is
like
fire.
yo,
That
I-
walking trophy
yeah,
and
I just
toast.
Need, yes,
Yeah.
I just what I'm saying. She need one more hit, and she's like, you in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Coffee
You
is
need one more
it
hit, you
right
in there,
now.
but she
Absolutely.
got it.
Yep.
I was confused. Okay, it's a girl, but no, I rock
Yeah.
that regularly. You know what I'm saying? That's my joint. So what are some other things? You into cigars?
I do. I'm a cigar aficionada.
Yeah,
By
yeah.
the way,
Mhm.
Spanish is my first language.
Uh-huh.
So, yes, I love cigars.
Yeah.
Love cigars. Panama produce a few, but because of the volcanic activity, for some reason it didn't turn leaves that well.
Okay.
So we export to Nicaragua, and Nicaragua does it for us.
Oh.
So yeah,
You get the Cubans.
yes.
You get them spicy.
I get the
joints.
real full body. I don't smoke that sweet stuff.
Yeah, like,
Nah, give me a Perdomo. Give me a $40 cigar. That's what I like to smoke.
I should have brought it up when
Yeah.
when Shaka, because he loved him some good cigars. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? They get the torches up here and all.
Yeah,
that.
torches,
they
cutters,
knock
all
the,
that.
They knock the weed out. Like you don't even smell weed no more.
Absolutely.
Like, but, you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
love cigars. I love cigars. I used to smoke them when I
got
was in
you
the military.
What got you in? Oh, okay, that's what got
When
you.
I was in the military, and it gave me something to do. And my soldiers used to be like, "Ew, Sergeant Williams, that stink. What is that?" And now it's like, "Oh shit, she a boss." Can I curse? Oops.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, I love a good cigar. I love a good cigar, and like I said, I love full body.
Right, and you lived like all over the place. Have you lived in New York before?
I've lived, yes, Brooklyn, Flatbush.
Oh, you was in
Fort
Brooklyn.
Greene, yeah. When
Oh,
I
you was
first
in the-
came.
Okay.
Yeah. When I first came to the States, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you stationed in Hawaii for a while.
I was in Hawaii for about 4 years. I've been to Alaska just on exercises, Thailand. I was stationed in Fort Bliss, Texas, Colorado, Fort Jackson. So yeah, I've been Fort Benning, Georgia. So I've been all over.
I mean, that's why I said those are the benefits of being in service and seeing the world.
Yeah, you see the world.
You know what
Yep.
I'm
You
saying?
get away from just, the concrete jungle. You get to go outside and see that there's more to it than just this city life,
Like I said, I work with kids, and a lot of kids haven't even been to 42nd Street.
Absolutely. I live in Miami, and it's sad because some people haven't even been out of Dade County. You have Dade County, and then you have Broward County. 15 minutes up the street. And they have never been into the next county over, and I just think it's so sad. So sad.
So, how do you feel about how women are depicted now? Because we talked a little bit about that, saying that sex sells and
Sex
stuff.
sells, right?
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? The way that they depicted the whole bitches, hoes thing and all that.
Well, I'm a little guilty because I use the bitch word a lot.
Okay.
Me and my homegirl be like, "Bitch, what you doing? Bitch, I ain't doing shit. Come on over." So I'm guilty. I use the word a lot. However, if a dude use it towards me in a derogatory way, then it's on and popping. But as far as how women are depicted, I think we owe it to ourselves to show respect if we want to get that respect back.
Okay.
I don't care whether it's the way we're dancing, the way we're dressing, the way we talk. We owe it to ourselves to portray ourselves a certain way if we want to get the respect from the men. So,
No, I hear you.
yeah.
And she got guns. If you don't respect it, you don't respect something.
Something.
You don't respect it. So you said your next show is
February 22nd
February
in
22nd.
Decatur, Georgia.
And where's it gonna be at? It's
It's in Decatur.
I'm sorry, I put you on the spot with that one.
Yeah. Put me all on the spot.
At the
But
Brother Dabba thing, at the Dabba thing. That's what it is. Right. We're performing at the Dabba thing.
at
At
the
the Dabba live.
okay, so it's
Fine.
called Park Central Boulevard
Okay.
in Decatur, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the Dabba thing.
It's the Hoodrich Media Complex.
Okay.
So it's Hoodrich, I
Hoodrich
guess, little
Media
studio.
Complex.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Are you performing anytime in the city, in New York,
I hope to very soon. Very, very soon, with Carnival gearing up again.
Okay.
I hope to be on one of the trucks for Labor Day weekend.
Have you
so
performed at Carnival?
last year,
Yeah? How did that go?
it went really good.
Yeah?
They received it, and I was like, wow. So, yeah, it was good.
Do you get nervous before you get on?
No, I think performing for me is natural.
Yeah.
It's just a natural thing. I've been dancing from I was a little girl, singing, so it's just a natural thing. I get extra hype, you know, yeah. So,
It gets you, once you see the crowd, you ready.
yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
That's what's
And there's no boundaries on my performance. Anything goes. You never know what you're going to get. So,
What are your Instagram, your Facebooks? What's
on Facebook, I am Minia Williams. On Instagram, I am Lapana, LAPANA 507.
what you pointing at? What the hell was
I
it?
was like, wait, what?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
yeah, say
so
that.
on Instagram, I am Lapana, LA_PANA_507. And on Facebook, I am MINIA Williams, Minia Williams.
I'm not sure what you're saying right now. You're raising my head up. Anyway, like I said, we were a pleasure having you here, right?
It was a pleasure being here.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you here any longer. I mean, I do, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm dragging it if I keep you on any longer. But anyway, like I said, you got a show coming up. You got the single out.
Yes.
Hopefully we're gonna get you when your next single comes out.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna send me
I'm
and
here.
that video is coming up soon.
Yes, the video is
Working
coming
on that
soon.
video.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I appreciate you for coming.
Absolutely. Good things are coming.
Anybody you want to shout out?
I want to shout out to my producers, Nerdy over in St. Lucia. Big up to Nerdy. He's doing an awesome job. Mad Vibes Matter. He's in Orlando, but he's from Antigua. He's a awesome producer as well. You're going to be hearing a lot more from him. He does a variety of things as well. Even though he's into the Caribbean, he does gospel and stuff like that. He's from here. He's from the Bronx. So, yeah, shout out to T. Big shout out to T.
T. Sinatra.
Yes, he made this happen.
Word.
And I want to shout out to all my supporters. I don't call them fans. I say supporters because if it wasn't for them supporting you, you wouldn't be where you are.
Right.
And music is not like a sporting event. Sporting events, you have fans. When it comes to music or movies, you have supporters. Because if they don't support you, you won't make it anywhere. So, shout out to everyone out there that supports you.
I didn't have my speaker on. I just throw it on real quick. Let's give it up for her, y'all. Yeah.
Thank you.
Look, I got you down. Nick shot it out of here.
Shut up.
I appreciate you definitely coming. Thanks for AOBT Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? I had to put it all together in one. That's the AOBT Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming. Yeah, we're gonna close off on that. It was all about you on this
Well,
show.
I
Usually,
appreciate
I
it.
do a rundown and I do all this other stuff.
No. Not
All
today.
about you.
All about me. Yes.
Banya. See, I got it now.
Shout out to the Harlem Variety Show, y'all.
All right.
Shout out.
You know what I'm
Big
saying?
ups to all
I appreciate
y'all.
it. Definitely. We definitely see you again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Thanks for everybody who tuned in. I didn't get a chance to go into the chat and actually see who was hollering, but thank you guys anyway for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. EG, I hope your ass will come here next week. We got some more guests coming for y'all. And so, yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. You know that? Oh, and follow Quality Star TV. Yeah, Quality Star TV. I said it right? Oh, shit. Yo, you can't